Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. So, I'm actually just gonna say real quick that I'm actually being really darn good here. Getting really used to this whole system here. Though what I can say for sure is that there's going to be some other subjects that might seem really dark. Even though I'm not really advertising a lot of warnings or labels and things like that, other than that time that I uploaded a label really where it explained that there was a warning where I would be talking about suicide hotlines, but that was a really big subject out there I really needed to touch up on because I simply worried about people out there who would actually be incurred by people out there who were frauds, people who would work for the suicide hotline, but instead they're just something different. But instead, I'm going to be touching up on something else, about deformities. Now, deformities out there, they can be very common depending on some parts of the body out there. Depending on what part of the body I'm actually going to be talking about, deformities out there are something else we should really try to keep a lookout for. I suppose that the biggest thing out there, the most common type of deformity would be a foot deformity. And I talk a lot about the human foot a lot, but that's only because podiatry is a very, very, very underrated subject out there in today's lifestyle. And I can tell you right now that I would very much willing to become a podiatrist for sure, but that's only because there's so many things out there that are wrong with people whom are just wearing the wrong kind of footwear. And the fact is that many of these problems lie within people who are older than most of us. So, it's still going to be, a little something I want to touch up on after a little while, but I would gladly say real quick that people who are suffering from foot deformities or pain, just please listen real quick because it's going to be really important for you as you get older. What I can say is that the reason why foot deformities like bunions, hammer toes, bunny nets, and the like are occurring is because of the shoes that you're wearing every day. I'm not even joking. The shoes that you're wearing out there, I'm going to apologize though real quick if it sounds like I'm being very frustrated with all of this, but that's because it seems like people don't seem to listen to any of the information that I give out. They might think I'm a fraud or something like that, but I don't even want to do what I was actually going to do right there because it would have been really awful. I would have had to age restrict my video, and I would not age restrict any of my videos whatsoever because that would hurt my reputation as a family-friendly video creator out there. A content provider that provides content for people of all ages. But still, what I'm going to be talking about here based on foot deformities, again, is that people just don't want to pay attention to these problems out there. Deformities are something people do not want. And the fact is that it's like people are being hypocrites or something like that. Because they just seem to be causing foot deformities on themselves by wearing the wrong kind of shoes. So stop shopping for Nikes. Stop shopping for Adidas Boosts. Stop shopping for Yeezys, platform shoes, high heels, flats with triangle-shaped toe boxes. Stop shopping for conventional socks like Nike Elites or Bombas. Stop shopping for none of that stuff. And stop shopping for any of those other things out there that might seem to be really corrective because that's just wrong. That's just wrong right there in a nutshell. 2 thumbs down to that. So, that's basically what I'm going to say about foot deformities in a nutshell. But as for other deformities out there that can occur, I mean, it's not like we're Jason Voorhees or whatnot, but the fact is that some deformities can occur on other parts of the bodies. Deformities of all sorts can actually be another kind of anomaly out there, but it's lucky that we're not all going to be like that. We're pretty much lucky out there to actually have, deformities on hardly anywhere else in the body because it's a really, really rare occurrence. It's depending on, some people's lifestyle and the way they do when they get pregnant or when they give birth. And of course, some children can have deformities on some parts of the body, but I suppose that it's not too big of a deal because we're not seeing that happen throughout the majority of people who are born every day. So, I guess that's just the end right there. But once again, quit shopping for the wrong kind of shoes if you don't want foot deformities to happen. If you don't want deformities to happen in general, then don't mess up your body. Like, don't do any of that stuff. It's a really big motivator for me to have to raise my voice out there. And so people out there who are watching right now may be able to hear my voice as loudly as possible coming through the speakers or something that they're using right now, so they'd be able to get a clear cut of how serious the dangers are in today's time compared to how they were hundreds of years ago when people didn't seem to care much about them. We were very naive, carefree, individualistic, arrogant persons out there. We were people like that. But nowadays, we're really starting to take this information as seriously as possible. So right then and there, right here and there, I would like to tell you that I hope you take this seriously. I hope you take my advice seriously, take other people's advice seriously. And so, the end, really, yet again. But I'll be back with some more subjects. I'll be back to touch up on a lot of things out there in today's time, and there's going to be lots more ideas that'll follow eventually, but once again, I'm going to have a lot of other things to talk about around here. So if you want to see more go down on my channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.